Welcome to ThirdEye Labs, where we make the unseen seen. In the last video, we learned that a function is just a machine. But the moment you open any AI textbook, you hit a wall of strange symbols. Today, we tear that wall down by turning the symbols into something you already understand: code. All you need is NumPy and Matplotlib. The full code is in the description. The big secret of this whole video is simple. Most math symbols are just loops in disguise. Start with the most common symbol in machine learning, the capital Greek sigma. It looks scary, but it just means add things up. Sigma, a sub-I, simply says, loop over the list and add each item. Here it is by hand, a for loop with a running total. And here is the one-line NumPy version, np.sum. Same answer, 19. The symbol was just a loop. Its cousin is the capital Pi. Same idea, but it multiplies instead of adds. Loop over the list and multiply as you go. We will see this constantly in probability, where we multiply chances together. Now the payoff. Here's the formula at the heart of every neural network. Sigma W sub I X sub I. Pair each weight with its input, multiply, and add them all up. By hand it is a loop. In NumPy it is a single dot product. Add a bias b and you have just computed exactly what one neuron does. Read it aloud. Z is the sum over I of Wi times Xi plus b. That is a sentence now, not a wall. Here is the mistake that trips up almost everyone. A subscript X sub 2 is just an index, the second item in a list. A superscript in parentheses X to the layer L means a quantity at layer L. It is not an exponent. Only X with a plain power like X squared is a real exponent. In code, the difference is obvious. One is indexing, the other is a power. Here is the whole idea in one picture. On the left, the compact sigma. On the right, the same thing unrolled into 2 plus 5 plus 1 plus 8 plus 3, and the matching loop. One tidy symbol, the same loop, just written shorter. A few symbols are just English words. The little E shape means in, as in, is this item in the set. The upside down a means for all. The backwards E means there exists. The wavy equals means approximately. And the proportional sign means one thing grows in step with another. Each is a one-line check in Python. Let us run it on real data. Here are 3 flower samples, each with 2 measurements, petal length and petal width. One neuron scores them all. By hand, we loop over every sample, computing sigma Wixi plus the bias. In NumPy, a single matrix multiply does all 3 at once. That is many sigmas running in parallel. Same scores, and now we can see them as a bar chart. Finally, the trap. A sum must start at 0, and a product must start at 1. Start a sum at 1, and every total is off by 1. Start a product at 0, and watch everything collapse to 0 because anything times 0 is 0. The fix: a sum's identity is 0, a product's identity is 1. So today, sigma became a loop that adds, pi became a loop that multiplies, subscripts became indices, and the grammar symbols became plain English. The symbols were never the hard part. They are just compression. Please like and subscribe ThirdEye Labs if you enjoyed this video, and let me know in the comments. The full code is in the description. Next time, in part 2, we level up to the symbols that make research papers look terrifying: the partial derivative, the gradient nabla, and the expectation. By the end, you will read a real ML paper line like a sentence. See you there.